Hello, Awesome Soul here, and welcome back to some more Robocraft news. Also covering Robocraft Infinity, because why not? So, first off, let's start with the Total Elimination update. This is part of a brawl update, but it also includes some other things as well. Now, said brawl includes, obviously, the Elimination Brawl, which is the Elimination game mode, exactly the same game mode as we had before in the last Christmas Brawl, with a major difference. The map is different, no longer the Christmas Craft map, which is personally rather unfortunate because it is my favorite map. I'm sure I've said that to death on the channel. The other thing is it has a player cap of 15. Yes, you heard me correctly. 15 on one team and 15 on another. Now, I don't know if it's just the time that I logged in. Perhaps it was the servers malfunctioning, at least at that moment. Maybe. Or maybe it was a larger scale problem. But when I've tried to play this, I was not actually successful in doing so. The first time, I got kicked out because players didn't load in, and second time, everybody just kind of crashed, or at least a few people, because some people popped out in chat and said that they crashed, and I recognized them from their username from in-game. Either way, hopefully this problem will be fixed relatively soon. I should also mention though, auto heal is off, so it is very much like classic Robocraft. If that sounds up your alley, then maybe check it out, perhaps after the bugs have been ironed out. Assuming there are actually any. But moving on from there, we have some other balance changes to the game overall. The first of which is all mech legs. And by mech legs, I mean the slower, more defensive mech legs, not the sprinter legs. So, all mech legs have had their speed increased from 145 miles per hour to 155 miles per hour. A very interesting change there, as over the years mech legs have had this odd, slowly creeping speed increase, so I'm kind of curious if they're ever going to increase it. My gut feeling says no, but I thought they would stop at 145, so at this point, who knows really. There also have been some nerfs. Last update, we got a rather large change to how wings worked. So their base speed was lowered, but their speed boost was increased. And I guess they thought this was a little bit overkill, and yeah, I can honestly see why, as my Tailwind bot was able to reach insane speeds. I think it was 430 miles per hour or 450 miles per hour, something like that. A little ridiculous. Though going in and testing it now, it feels really sluggish, but I guess I've just been used to the old speed boost it had. So yes, as I've said, wings and rudders have had their speed boost percentages significantly reduced, they say here. Though there is a slight increase to speed, and that comes in the form of the Lynx and Panther thrusters. Just those two have had a slight speed boost increase. The other changes they've had are, as I said earlier in the video, Christmas Craft 2, the event, has been removed. Though I don't know if this means that the unique Christmas items that we got from the advent calendar are going to be actually placed in crates, because they weren't before. So are they now that the event is over? They haven't specified, but until we know for sure, I'm gonna hazard a guess and say no. I currently haven't seen anybody reporting on that. But once we know, I will let you know. Now, the last change, and a very weird one, because as far as I remember, this has never been tweaked, and that is gravity has been buffed. Yes, you heard me right. The force of gravity in the game has been increased by 45%. And honestly, my first reaction to this is, why? What exactly is the point of this? I don't really understand it. It makes the game feel weird. I don't know how to describe it. It seems like there would be a lot of maneuvering problems for ground bots, kind of like a nerf to ground bots. Because I took one of my cruisers into the test mode, and now it can barely just make it over the ramp, whereas before it would get a lot more air. And the other thing is bots that take advantage of jump are significantly nerfed under this. So if anybody knows, or I guess if anyone from Free Jam is watching, I would like to know why you've buffed the gravity? Or I guess, until we know for certain, that's probably the question of the day. Why do you think the gravity has been buffed, and what are your opinions on it? Now, from there, I do want to touch on something regarding Robocraft Infinity. This was released a while back, but I don't think many people have taken note of this. This is kind of giving more light onto the progression system within RCI. So for those not up to speed on Robocraft Infinity, basically it's a remastered version of Robocraft specifically for the Windows 10 store as well as the Xbox One. And it will have cross-compatible play. Now, the Infinity in the name comes from the fact that once you unlock a certain part, you will have infinite of that part. So if you unlock a laser blaster, for example, you will have infinite laser blasters. You will no longer need to buy any more or get any more from crates. And they say here that means within the first hour or so of play, you'll have enough parts and common cubes to create complex robot designs easily. They continue by saying that there is still a crate system in the game, but it's different from what you know. They also say that there are multiple methods of earning crates in the game. Well, 2 to be specific. And that is method 1, earning experience and leveling up, and then 2, much like the main game, there is the login bonus. Though take note, there is no third option, which is what we have. Or I guess we have 4 options, because you can pay to buy them, you can unlock them by beating a match, you can level up, and you can log in. And from the description they give here, it seems like when you complete a match, all you get is experience. You don't get crates. Though that is completely understandable because, again, once you get a part, you have infinite numbers of that part. Anyways, continuing on, they say at every level achieved, you will get a gold crate. From every 5th level you achieve, you will get a diamond crate. And for every 10th level, you will get a protonium crate. The better the class of the crate, the better chance you'll have at better items. And if you ever get repeat items, they will automatically be ground down into robots that you can use to unlock parts of your choice. Of course, parts that you have not unlocked via the crates. Obviously, method 2 should be fairly obvious. All you need to do is log in and you will get your crate. And it seemed pretty similar to how we have it. When you log in on your first day, you'll get a rusted salvage crate, and on each consecutive day you log in, you will get the next quality crate up. So, just like main Robocraft, you get rusted to bronze to silver to gold to diamond, and then finally protonium. And if you continue to log in past there, you will still get more protonium crates. It's not going to reset the cycle. Though you should note that the level up crates have 8 slots, where the login crates only have 4 slots. But not to worry, because there's no premium membership in Robocraft Infinity, you will always have access to those 8 slots. Though this is because Robocraft Infinity is a pay up front game. I've left a link down below to the actual link to this, as well as the other thing I talked about earlier. But before we close out, what are your thoughts on this progression system for Robocraft Infinity? I think it is actually pretty interesting, because while yes, it still has the random element, you do get robots as well, so you can purchase exactly what you want if you're still looking for something that you have not unlocked yet. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and with that, I of course have been the Awesome Soul. I thank you all so very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.